Hey guys, welcome to this episode of From the Pages of WWF Magazine. I am Anthony, this is Collectors Entertainment Network, and we are going to get into the June 1989 issue of WWF Magazine. It's got all the WrestleMania 5 results. But before we get into that, I'd like to ask you to please comment down below. I love reading those comments. Please like this video, that helps. Please share this with anyone you think may like it as well. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back. Also, go on over to Facebook, check out Collectors Entertainment Network page, give that a like, and of course, join the Federation Nation group. I'd love to have you over there too. All right, June 1989, WrestleMania 5 results. Everybody's on the cover. Let's get into the pages. All right, guys, June 1989. Your WrestleMania 5 results cover. Here it is, WrestleMania 5, all the results and explosive pictures, the Rockers, an exclusive interview, No Holds Barred, Hulk Hogan's feature film debut, King Hacksaw, Duggan wants the crown, Brutus the Barber, set to sheer savage, and in this issue, results of WrestleMania 5 and Rick Martel profiled. All right, let's get into this exciting issue with all the WrestleMania 5 results. And here you see I got it on May 11th, 1989. And if you just go in a little bit, you can see it says, my dad brought home with him, supposed to get May 12th, 1989. So what happened at this time was my dad worked for the post office, and he saw the stack of WWF magazines that were set to go out the next day when he was leaving work that day. And he went ahead and thumbed through them and found the one that was addressed to me, and he just brought it home. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but he did it. I mean, he worked for the post office, so he did that, and I got it a day early. And I remember I was able to bring it into school the next day and show it to all the kids. And the kids who also had subscriptions, they were getting it in the mail that day, so they had to wait till they got home from school to get their copy. And here I was showing up with it a day early. I remember one kid who would not look at it. He would not look at it because he wanted to wait till he got home and look at his. And to tell you the truth, I probably would have done the same thing. I probably would have wanted to get my copy, and I would have avoided looking at it. But it was pretty cool to show everybody. All right, here we go. Oh, join the WWF fan club. It was going from a whole page. Now it's down to just this small section right here. And of course, WrestleMania 5, the Mega Powers Explode, now on video cassette. And you get a free WrestleMania 5 watch with your order. Around the ring, it looks like Bob Heenan and the Brainbusters. And of course, another ad for Nintendo Power here in the WWF magazine. Fan forum, Brother Love. And look at this. Hulk Hogan is Rip in a major new movie. No holds barred. No ring, no referee, no rules, no holds barred when Rip and Zeus face off in their ultimate confrontation. Pretty cool. And body language, Jesse the Body's continuing column here in WWF Magazine. And stay ringside with WWF Magazine. Be a part of the World Wrestling Federation by subscribing today and save up to 42% with Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart there. And here is, of course, the little order form that you can also just take out and send. We deliver the action. Pay with order and get a free issue. Oh, look at that. You get a free issue. Personality profile, Rick Martel. Of course, you know he is going to become the model real soon. WWF interview, a talk with the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. This was when they were first starting to get into the World Wrestling Federation. I believe their first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 5. Alright, good stuff here. And there you go, Battle of the Titans, WrestleMania 5. Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage. I was such a Macho Man fan at this time. I was a fan of him from when he was a heel originally, then became a face, then went back to being a heel. But to tell you the truth, I didn't actually even see this. We we could get pay-per-views, but I don't know if we had ever gotten a pay-per-view at this point, but we didn't have the proper cable box. So whenever we did get a pay-per-view, we would have to go and get the right cable box for the month, and then we'd return it. It was because, you know, it costs more per month to rent that box. Anyway, so I didn't see WrestleMania 5 live. I'm sure I saw it within days. You know, one of my friends had it recorded, but I did not see it live. I do remember my brother calling me, though, afterwards and sort of rubbing it in my face that Macho Man lost. So, I mean, he was just joking and being silly, but I was, I think that's how I found out the news that Macho Man lost. But, I mean, I knew going in that that's what it was going to be. I mean, I may have been 12 years old, but I knew the score. I knew what was up, and I knew what was going to happen. All right, and here you go, the WrestleMania 5 report. You got all the other matches. The Ultimate Warrior versus Ravishing Rick Rude. We know Rick Rude, with Bobby Heenan's help, beat the Warrior for the IC title. Demolition versus the Powers of Pain and Mr. Fuji. And it looks like, of course, that Demolition was victorious. The Brainbusters versus Strikeforce. This is when Martel turns on Tito Santana. Jake the Snake versus Andre the Giant with Big John Studd as a guest referee. Obviously, you can see Studd's getting right in there with that. And the Rockers versus the Twin Towers. And an ad for Skittles. No pits, no peels, no seeds. Now with real fruit juice. What'd they have in there before? Oh, look, more WrestleMania 5 results. The WrestleMania 5 wrap-up. You have all your WrestleMania 5 results here. And yes, they had a special Piper's Pit. That was Roddy Piper's return to the WWF with Brother Love and Morton Downey Jr. And Snuka had made a surprise appearance. They just sort of introduced him into the crowd. And that was it. Then he sort of took off being in action. And here, now entering the ring, a WWF winning combo. You've got Micro League Wrestling and Micro League Superstars. WWF Trivia, Jesse's Jive, Places, Sidelights, Merchandise, Other Sports. And then here, free official WWF Spring Summer Merchandise Catalog, the source for the best in WWF fashion and gift wear. But it looks like you have to... You get it free, what, Hulkamania shirt? I don't know. You have to order the catalog, because I know eventually they put the catalog back in if this is the case, but it seems this way for the past 2 issues. Power Struggle, Jim the Anvil Neidhart and the Barbarian are headed for a showdown. I don't remember that feud, but I guess what? The Powers of Pain already broke up just after WrestleMania 5, because they were obviously faced Demolition at WrestleMania 5. There you go. There's some Barbarian in action. And there's some of the Jim the Anvil Neidhart in action. I don't really remember that feud. I don't know how long it lasted. If it was, it probably wasn't very long. Oh, and here we go. No Holds Barred. Hulk stars in thrilling new film. And as Rip. See, Rip on the shirt right there. Sort of the movie version of the Hulkamania shirt. It says Rip 'em. And of course, these are all pictures from the movie. And I remember they had, the Octagon ring, which is sort of a precursor to TNA. And there you go, a kingly quest. Duggan goes after the crown. He seems to always go after whoever the king is. I know he had a feud with Harley Race back in like 87. And now here he is, a feud with Haku. More pictures of Haku and Duggan. Mostly Haku, and then just the one picture of Duggan and the flag. And we keep on going. And then, here's the pictures of Duggan. Alright. Against Dino Bravo, against Andre the Giant, against some other guy. I don't know who that is. Probably a jobber. And WrestleMania 5, the Mega Powers explode. Don't miss history in the making. This is for the program being on sale. Which I, of course, have. I bought it on newsstands back then. The Brains Busters. Did they have a feud with the Bushwhackers, or are they just showing all of their potential foes at that point? But yeah, I liked when the Brain Busters came in. I don't know if they necessarily fit with 1989 WWF, but I did like them. You know, they were just sort of no-nonsense wrestlers with actual names. And they weren't characters, which is what 1989, 1990, that era was more, all about. But I did always like them. In fact, I always liked when more established stars came in and they had actual names, whether they were their real names or not. I mean, I know Arn Anderson's name is not Arn Anderson, but it was an actual name that could be a human's name, and it wasn't a character. All right, WWF in Hulkamania. I don't know what this is. I have to look at this. What is this? Oh, is this like a Bud Light commercial? That's what it kind of looks like. Yeah, I think I kind of remember that. That's probably what it was. Like a Bud Light commercial or something. Or Miller Lite. Something like that. Commercial for that. Oh, yeah, here we go. That looks like the Miller Lite logo. So, yeah, tastes great, less filling. Yep. That was the Miller Lite sort of slogan. So, there you go. I got to look back and see if I can find that commercial. It's vaguely familiar. I kind of remember it, but not exactly. But, again, it's been 30-something years. All right, WWF Lowdown. Look at this. Big Boss Man. Boris Zukov. Honky Tonk Man. You got the Brawler versus Red Rooster, Jimmy Snuka, and, of course, Jake the Snake. And I've said it before, this was always one of my favorite articles because you got a kind of a rundown, a lowdown, if you will, on what was going on in the WWF at the time. Wrestlers rebuttal why Macho Man needs a haircut by Brutus the Barber Beefcake. All right, so after Hogan was through with Macho Man, I guess they tried to get a feud with Macho Man and Brutus. And here is the WWF crossword. Like last month, I didn't finish this one. In fact, this one has a lot more open spaces than even last month. I wonder if now, at my age, I can make sure that I finish it. Make sure I get that done. Caught in the act, Bobby Heenan with George Jetson. I don't know the story of this, but I'm sure it's a good story. And nobody quite like him. WWF Wrestling Spotlight presents Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Don't miss this collector's item on sale at your newsstand now. And then we close the cover, and it is Get the Power to Move with the Acclaim remote. All here in the June 1989 issue of WWF Magazine WrestleMania 5 results cover. All right, guys, that is the June 1989 issue with just about everybody on the cover, the WrestleMania 5 results cover. Again, guys, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe, please like, please comment, and please share this video. Also, go on over to Facebook, check out the Collectors Entertainment Network page, give that a like, and join the Federation Nation group and be a part of that community as well. Okay, June 89, WrestleMania 5, we're done with that. We move on to July 1989 next week. Hulk Hogan on the cover. But until next time, have a good one.